In small villages across West Africa, long before the sun rises, women gather beneath towering shea trees. The air is quiet. The ground is still cool from the night. And as the first light touches the horizon, they begin their work. Slowly moving through the fields, carefully searching the earth, collecting small brown fruits that have fallen from the trees. To the untrained eye, these fruits look ordinary, small, rough, unremarkable. But inside each fruit is a nut. And inside that nut lies one of the most valuable natural ingredients in the global beauty industry. Not oil, not diamonds, not gold. Shea butter. A creamy, nutrient-rich substance used in luxury skincare, high-end cosmetics, and premium hair treatments sold in stores across Europe, Asia, and North America. Every year, millions of consumers use products made with this ingredient. And together, this quiet rural industry generates billions of dollars. Yet most people have never heard the story behind it. The shea tree grows almost exclusively in a region known as the African Shea Belt, a vast natural zone stretching across West Africa, from the dry savannas of Ghana to the rural landscapes of Nigeria, across Burkina Faso, Mali, and Ivory Coast. In these regions, the shea tree grows wild. It cannot be easily farmed. It cannot be industrially cultivated, which makes it something rare in today's world. A natural resource still deeply connected to traditional communities. But the most remarkable part of this story is not the tree itself. It is the people behind it. Nearly 90% of shea nuts are harvested and processed by women. Generation after generation, rural women have carried this knowledge forward. They gather the fruits, boil the nuts, dry them under the sun, crush them into paste, then churn them slowly until the rich butter begins to form. It is demanding work, often taking 8 to 12 hours just to produce a single batch. But despite doing most of the labor, most of the profit does not stay in these communities. Because what Africa exports most often is not the finished product. It's the raw material. Today, shea butter has become one of the most valuable ingredients in the global cosmetics industry. Its natural properties make it extremely desirable. It deeply moisturizes skin, repairs damaged hair, reduces inflammation, and protects against harsh environmental conditions, which is why it appears in thousands of beauty products worldwide. From body creams to lip balms to anti-aging serums. Major beauty brands rely heavily on this single ingredient, and the demand continues to grow. Today, the global shea butter market is valued at over $2 billion, and that number is rising every year. Consumers around the world are increasingly searching for products that are natural, sustainable, and ethically sourced. Shea butter fits perfectly into this new global demand. But there is a problem hidden inside this success story. Most of the shea nuts harvested in Africa are exported raw. They are shipped overseas to factories in Europe, Asia, and North America. There, companies refine them, package them, brand them, and sell them back to the world at 10 to 20 times the original value, which means the largest profits happen far away from the villages where the process began. And this is where the real opportunity lies, because the economics of shea butter are surprisingly simple. Raw shea nuts sell cheaply, but refined, packaged, branded shea butter sells at premium prices. A kilogram of raw nuts might sell for only a few dollars, but that same kilogram, once processed into cosmetic-grade butter, can be worth $40, $60, or even $100. This difference has a name: value addition. And it is one of the most powerful forces in modern economics. Imagine if more of this processing happened locally. Imagine if African companies owned the refining facilities. Imagine if African brands controlled the packaging, the marketing, and the global distribution. Suddenly, the same nut could generate 5 times more income for the communities producing it. And slowly, this transformation is beginning. Across West Africa, cooperatives are forming. Processing facilities are being built. Entrepreneurs are launching skincare brands using locally sourced ingredients. For the first time, the value chain is starting to move closer to home. The lesson hidden inside the shea butter story goes far beyond cosmetics. It is a blueprint for economic transformation. For decades, many African economies have depended on exporting raw resources: cocoa, crude oil, minerals, agricultural crops. But raw exports rarely generate the highest wealth. The greatest value is created after extraction, during processing, branding, distribution, and global marketing. This is where industries are built and where fortunes are made. Shea butter reveals exactly how that shift can happen. The biggest opportunities are not always found in something new. Sometimes, they are hidden inside things that already exist. Something local, something overlooked, something the world already wants. Shea butter is more than agriculture. It is leverage, a natural resource that connects rural villages to a global billion-dollar market. And when the value chain shifts, entire communities can rise with it. For centuries, Africa has exported raw materials, but the future belongs to those who control what happens next. Processing, branding, ownership. Because the real wealth is not simply in what the land produces. It is in who owns the value created from it. And across the continent, that story is only just beginning.